His second in all-time performances with 36. Here to help us get the Wrecking Ball started, please welcome Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band.
And with that, the demise begins. Michael Barkann in studio, Neil Hartman actually out in the crowd, in the proceedings, and Bob Ford alongside as we look at Julius Erving, who talked about the dash, among other things, and what you do from the time you're born until the time you die, in particular his career and that of this building. And you just heard Ed Snider say, Bob, he said, tell me what happens. I'm not going to be looking. And you're going to understand why. It's been a long time in that house for him.
I thought it was touching, and what's remarkable about the Spectrum, obviously, and goes back to what Doc says about the dash, what goes between those dates when you begin and when you end, are the things that happen there. And this was sort of the sporting living room of Philadelphia for a very, very long time. There was nothing particularly remarkable about the building from an architectural standpoint. It really wasn't that easy to get around in when it was a full house. But what was remarkable were the things that happened there.
But by the way, to quote a line, I think it was from Butch and Sundance, you know, we need a bigger ball. That looks like 4,000 pounds is what Neil Hartman had quoted the weight on that Wrecking Ball, and they're going to need to take more than just a couple of swipes at the Spectrum. Where did Ed Snider go? For more on that, back to Neil Hartman. Neil?
Well, Michael, Ed Snider just couldn't watch. He's actually in a car right now adjacent to the stage. The car has not moved, but he is in the car. So he made a beeline from the stage and the podium right to the car, and he's in the car now. The car has not left, but this is a very, very difficult time. He signed a few autographs on his way over to the car, but as the Wrecking Ball now hits the Spectrum and the bricks fall, his car is now driving away.
And you can understand that. I mean, he is the father of that place, and as we see the first lines of rebar exposed. And Neil, what's the schedule here? Obviously, it's not going to continue with this Wrecking Ball until the whole place comes down. Do you have any idea what the plan is from here on out?
I got Clark and Perrant.
Go ahead, Neil. Go ahead. You got Bob and Bernie? Go ahead.
Well, I'm here right now with Bob Clark and Bernie Perrant. You're actually seeing it now hit the Spectrum. Just give me your emotions.
Well, it's an ending, and I think it's like an old athlete. You reach the end, you move on to something new. New is the Wells Fargo, so it's okay.
Bernie, Ed Snider couldn't watch. You hopped in a car, drove away. He can't watch this happening. Is it hard for you?
Oh, definitely. You know, we've talked about this for a year. You know, you say material things leave, memories remain. But I see what's happening today. It's sad. It's a sad feeling. So many good things happen here.
Well, there it continues to hit, and you guys are just sitting here watching with all the fans. Were you surprised how many fans showed up?
Very surprised. But I shouldn't be, but there's a lot. Never be surprised here, right?
The fans, it means a lot to them, but I know nothing more than to you. And now they're hitting the glass right now as they continue with that 4-ton Wrecking Ball.
Yeah, it's, you know what, like I said, you know, let's look at the good things that happen, beautiful things that happen in this building. Buildings coming down, material things, like I said. The beautiful things will come out of it. I always said, you know, you're weakest moments, the greatest victory will come, and I'm sure beautiful things will come up.
Guys, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Bob Clark, Bernie Perrant. Thanks, guys. Michael, back to you.
All right, Neil, thank you. With Bob Clark and Bernie Perrant, and stand by, Neil, we'll get back to you as the first panes of glass going just beneath the upper section, underneath the stands of the Spectrum, and the Wrecking Ball, all 4,000 pounds, interestingly painted orange. I don't know if that...
Not the first hard punch from an orange